What's up YouTube, PropGuy back here again. Today we're going to be looking at a neat little piece. If you're a fan of the original Star Wars trilogy, something that I find interesting is how much the items that they were used for props and things were just normal everyday found items. Take for instance the Luke Skywalker lightsaber. The iconic lightsaber with the blue blade was just a 1940s camera flash. It's a Graflex flash, 3-cell. They had a whole box full, just leftover found parts, and they threw some rubber tracks on, a D-ring, and a bubble strip from a calculator, and called it a day. Just very, very simple way about going and doing things. Most of the guns and things were old World War II surplus. Han Solo's very famous DL-44 blaster is a broom handle Mauser. Just lots of cool, neat things like that. One of the really cool pieces is this miroflame torch. This was used by the Jawas in the scene when they weld the restraining bolt onto R2-D2 after they captured him. It's also seen in the background when Luke Skywalker is repairing C-3PO's arm in Obi-Wan's hut. This is actual welder. It's used for mostly what they call brazing. It's really light welding on the surface, nothing too deep or critical structural type things. It's more of a hobby type deal. This is an original model from the 70s. There's two models of this version that you saw in the movie. There's a Model A and a Model B. They look identical, so if you get one or the other, don't fret over it. The only difference is it says A or B right around here, I believe. This is actually an item that you got at Radio Shack back in the day. It uses butane in this cylinder here, and Minox, or oxygen, in a little cylinder here. They still make modern versions of these. They're mostly just butane only. But this is a neat little piece. It's got a good amount of heft to it. The gold frame probably weighs about a pound, pound and a half. It's kind of a heavy piece of machinery. You have the two valves here that you open to release the gas, and then you would just light the end here. I'm missing the little stylus tip that would help direct and for smaller applications. I'm missing that. And you got these two little things here, that wheels that you turn, that bring this little clamp down so you can change out cylinders as needed. These cylinders are empty, so they've been used a long time ago. What's neat about this is it's really, really cheap little prop. This was only like $20. And there's not a whole lot of Star Wars props, real found items out there that are screen accurate that you can get cheaply anymore. Most of the things like your Graflexes and your blasters and everything, people know what they are, so they're expensive. Graflexes now, really nice mid-condition ones, fall anywhere between $500 and $1,000. I spent probably about $200 total on this guy. I built it piece by piece. It's all original vintage parts except for bubble strip, D-ring, grips, and my glass eye on the front is a repo because I didn't see the point in spending $100 just for this little piece. But other than that, it's all original vintage found parts, and it's worth a lot more now than the $200 I put into it back right before Force Awakens came out. It just helped relaunch interest in that piece, and everyone wants one now, especially in all original vintage parts. But there are still, cheap little parts out here like this. $20, not bad. You usually go between $20 and $50 on eBay. Not a lot of them have cylinders. Try to get cylinders if you can. These, I believe, are the same type of cylinders that were used in the scene in the film. It's kind of hard to get a really good shot of it. It's kind of a small little item, and it's from a distance. But it's just a neat little piece to add to the collection, add to the shelf. I'm going to be trying to track down a few more cheap things like that because, like me and a lot of others, we're budget collectors. We don't have a large amount of funds to do this, especially if you're like me. But just a cool, neat little piece. That's all for now. Until next time, see ya.